In 2012, a lone hacker orchestrated one of the most audacious cyber heists in history, swiping over 50,000 Bitcoin from the notorious dark web marketplace Silk Road. At the time, the value of the stolen crypto was a modest $18,000, but today, that same haul would be worth over $3 billion. And although the mastermind behind the heist, Jimmy Zhong went on to enjoy nearly a decade of lavish spending, flaunting his ill-gotten gains on social media, a combination of bad luck and advanced blockchain analysis ultimately brought him undone. So who is Jimmy Zhong, and how did he pull off such a brazen Bitcoin heist? Born in China, Zhong immigrated to Canada in the early 2000s and later enrolled in a computer engineering program at the University of British Columbia. It was around this time that he developed an interest in cryptocurrency and saw an opportunity to exploit a major vulnerability at Silk Road, the infamous online black market. Established in 2011, Silk Road was a haven for illicit activities where users could anonymously buy drugs, stolen goods, and even hire hitmen using Bitcoin. One of the site's main features was an escrow-based withdrawal system. To prevent scammers from running away with customers' money, buyers would pay for goods and services with Bitcoin, which was held in escrow until the buyer confirmed the transaction. If everything was satisfactory, the Bitcoin was released to the seller. But if there were any disputes, the buyer could flag the transaction and the funds would remain in escrow. Zhong noticed that the withdrawal process didn't properly verify the amount of Bitcoin being withdrawn. By making multiple small deposits and quickly withdrawing large sums, he could exploit the system and withdraw significantly more Bitcoin than he had actually deposited. With his illicit fortune in hand, Zhong went on a spending spree, but as Bitcoin surged in popularity and value, so did the scrutiny. In 2019, Zhong reported that someone had broken into his home and stolen some of his cryptocurrency, but this only drew attention to his sizable holdings. The crucial slip-up came when he sent 300 Bitcoin, worth about $1.8 million at the time, to a cryptocurrency exchange. Despite his efforts to conceal his identity, the exchange required Know Your Customer verification, linking his real name to the massive Bitcoin transfer. Blockchain investigators with the FBI and Internal Revenue Service followed the digital breadcrumb trail leading them directly to Zhong. On November 3, 2021, federal agents raided his home. Among the items they seized were computers, cell phones, external hard drives, over $650,000 in cash, 60 gold bars, and 180 silver bars. But the most valuable find was an ordinary-looking popcorn tin in the freezer containing a single-board computer with the vast majority of the stolen Bitcoin still on it. Authorities also discovered that Zhong had transferred 20,000 Bitcoin to an account in his mother's name. His father, who had no knowledge of the crimes, was so shocked by the news that he suffered a heart attack. Facing a mountain of evidence, Zhong pleaded guilty to one count of wire fraud. In April 2023, he was sentenced to 1 year and 1 day in prison. Authorities are still trying to determine if any of the stolen Bitcoin has been recovered. So what lessons can we take from this audacious heist? For one, no matter how sophisticated a criminal mastermind may be, they can still make avoidable mistakes. Secondly, even the most ephemeral digital transactions can leave a lasting trace. And finally, the relentless pursuit of justice, especially in the realm of cryptocurrency crimes, should not be underestimated. As for Zhong, he lines have plenty of time to reflect on his crimes in the one place he will and be able to use his crypto stash.